You, with that low income of yours, cannot possibly be a good match for our boy Alan. Ah, President Morrison? Well, I'm sorry this is so sudden, but I'm canceling the 30 construction projects I left to you and the $20 million investments from my family.
What?
Trouble Busters!
Here we are. Are you tired, Grandma? No, dear. Your driving skills were very good, and I was very comfortable. It's like being in heaven. Grandma, please don't talk about heaven.
Hey, Alan.
Yeah, Dad?
That young girl that stepped out of that rust bucket. Is that Helen?
Yeah, it is.
My name is Helen. Today I went with my beloved grandma to meet and get the blessing from the parents of my beloved boyfriend, Alan. But I am absolutely against it.
As am I.
Huh,
What is it? You wish to marry Alan, do you, dear?
yes, sir. I was attracted to Alan's sincere personality, you see. You, with that low income of yours, cannot possibly be a good match for our boy, Alan.
What are you talking about, Mom? Don't you think you're being rude to Helen?
What are you on about, son? Isn't she the one being rude?
Your personal automobile is a mere Toyota? Oh, wow. It's been a long time since I've said the name of that mediocre brand.
I agree. Of course, we have luxury cars after all.
Marrying a daughter from a family where there is a clear disparity in set income is a little...
And you as well, Mrs. Blackchapel. You're my senior in life, I believe. You must tell your granddaughter to have a love life that suits her status in society.
So, you mean to tell us that you don't deem my granddaughter a good match for your son Alan because of a disproportionate difference in status? Must you ask us to understand, ma'am?
Please don't make me say things as such.
A civil engineering worker, despite being a woman. Oh, seems like the wheel of fortune frowned upon you, Grandma.
Truly so. Perhaps our parents must have lost all hope for the future of their beloved daughter, so they passed on early.
This is terrible.
Both of you! How dare you! I'm so sorry, Madam Mary. I'm so sorry, Helen. This meeting is frickin' adjourned.
Restrain yourself, boy. I will decide whether to continue this meeting or not.
That's right. Oh, Alan, you just shut up and listen to us, okay, sweetie?
That's right. All you have to do is be an obedient child to your loving parents, all right?
If you disobey us, we will stop funding your activities.
Shit!
That's so cruel. How could they just attack Alan where he's most vulnerable to shut him up? His activities are teaching agriculture to former recluses in their 20s and doing a noble job of showing them the beauty of life. He receives support from Lord Thompson in order to carry out his activities and continue to do this. So when the time comes, he can't say anything strongly against him. We're talking about a poor sow who only owns a single car from a mediocre company. Oh,
We've had enough of this farce.
Alan, we're going home.
Hey, please, wait a minute, Father! Mother!
We will not. Don't ever fall in love with a lowly woman like this again.
Please, wait a moment.
The hell do you want, Grandma?
Still have something to say, eh?
Oh, wait. I suppose you want to finish up all the plates left on the table before heading home? Stuff the feast before you into Tupperware and take it all home? I've heard that lowlifes do things like this all the time, you see. Go on now. I'll keep watch with a smile.
This is my last request.
Eh? What is it? Your last words, perhaps?
Enough. I don't care what you say about me. However, I can't bear to hear you talk shit to Grandma and see Alan's dream be snuffed out. I'll give up on marrying Alan, so please, stop.
Yes, beautiful. Marvelous.
Despite your stupid low income, you seem smarter than most, Helen.
I understand.
Enough. Giving up yourself?
No! I won't rely on you anymore! I'm severing my ties with you.
Oh, what?
You really want your job to be discontinued?
I will continue my work no matter what.
Alan?
I'm no longer in your care. Helen, please marry me. I will definitely make you happy, and I hope you believe in me and follow me.
Oh, Alan?
I ask for your granddaughter's hand. I swear I will make her happy.
What?
Do you think you can get by without our protection? I'm impressed. Very well said, my boy. Grandma? Oh, Helen, I just know your husband will be an incredibly wonderful person. I can entrust you to him wholeheartedly. Yes.
You damn maggots! Not even considering the risks for a simple display of cheap heroism!
Such heroism will be faced with consequences, you understand, Alan?
I do understand.
Don't you worry about that. I'll give this to you, my boy.
This is...
Just write down the amount you need, son.
Eh? A damn check? You cheeky little Shining House Holdings Chairman Blackchapel!
This can't be. Shining House Holdings?
One of our best conglomerate clients.
Sorry to have you waiting. Unforgivable. It's Trouble Busters initiating time. Now it's you people's turn to tremble in fear.
Mrs. Blackchapel.
Just you wait, Alan, Helen. These toxic earthworms before us now. I'll make them quiver and shake with their mouths like two helpless codfish atop a hill.
Excuse me, Chairman, who are you?
President Morrison? This is Blackchapel speaking. What? President Morrison?
My company's president!
Well, I'm sorry this is so sudden, but I'm canceling the 30 construction projects I left for Tiger Cat Construction.
Canceled?
And the $20 million investments from my family will be promptly withdrawn.
Withdraw the investments? Please, ma'am, your reasons.
Do you truly want me to remember and make me feel terrible again?
No, ma'am.
It's your lack of attention as the president that gave birth to a monster like that Mr. Maximilian Thompson, perhaps.
Excuse me, ma'am. I shall definitely research Mr. Thompson.
Do what you must. I'll be fine with it, as long as I've communicated the dire situation well and clear.
A moment, ma'am. Please withhold your decisions about the construction and investments. Yes, hello? You, Maximilian! Mr. President!
Well now, Alan, Helen, let's talk elsewhere. Sure.
Of course.
What did you do to Chairman Blackchapel? I'm so sorry, sir. This isn't a problem as simple "I'm so sorry" will solve, bucko. Annabelle, do not let them escape.
You're in our way, Mrs. Thompson. Don't go. Oh, don't go. I beg of thee, Alan, stop Chairman Blackchapel with her decisions.
You dared threaten me and break Helen up from me. No way I would listen to what you have to say.
That's because your father established that policy firmly.
Tiger Cat Construction is only possible with the support of Shining House Holdings, Thompson. If the construction projects are all cancelled, the investments along with them, we will be in serious trouble. Yes, sir. I'm fully aware of this. Mind explaining why Chairman Blackchapel is demanding these cancellations? I'm so sorry, sir. I had no idea that Madam Blackchapel was the chairman of Shining House Holdings, and my wife started acting very rudely.
What?
I tried to stop her, sir, but I couldn't in time.
Shirking responsibility, are we? You goddamn bastard!
Shut up! You're probably blaming me too!
They say that couples are always a pair of reflective mirrors, but how very true it seems to be. If the Bean family weren't cannibals or infidels, well...
Enough! I'm heading over right now. Do not I repeat, do not let Chairman Blackchapel leave the place. If impeachment is not achieved, you and your family will be left to the rats. Ah! Unless you want that to happen, approach with the utmost sincerity, apology, respect, and humbleness of a lifetime. Yes, sir!
See, Helen? Oh, Grandma was right, eh? I told you I'd make them quiver and shake with their mouths like two helpless codfish atop a hill.
Madam Blackchapel, the dinner has only just begun. Let's regain our composure.
Don't you frickin' dare!
Now, what would you like to eat? Dear Helen, please sit yourself down. Marrying Alan, yes, it's final. Congratulations. Please, let us have a nice life together. Together. I'm so looking forward to the future. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so.
But only Alan, see?
Ah!
Oh, why would you? So much. Because you mercilessly trampled on my precious treasure so much. Come on now, my dears, get ready.
No, please don't get ready.
I think you should get yourself ready, Max, Mirabelle.
Get ready. Stop that! Stop smiling! You're terrifying me! Terrifying me! Maximilian! Mr. President, sir! Help me, please!
Give up, people. This is what you deserve for judging people lightly based on their occupation and the type of car they drive.
Occupation? Kind of car? Thompson, explain yourself! Yes, sir! You absolute scumbag! You two are the very embodiment of verbal plague, tearing life and happiness asunder! I am very sorry for my employee, Chairman. Mr. President, please listen to me! Chairman Blackchapel, I will take full responsibility and respond sincerely and promptly, so that your anger and resentment and Mrs. Helen shall subside even a little. This incident here was somewhat unavoidable. What did you say? No, anyone will get this wrong, sir. You must have seen it too, right, sir? In the parking lot? Miss Helen's car. If anyone were to drive up to a high-class restaurant such as this, in such a dilapidated car, smaller than a baby carriage, you would be a bit squeamish yourself, wouldn't you? Do not ask for sympathy. You're the kind of bastard who would get squeamish is why this frickin' happened. I was merely trying to teach etiquette to a naive and unintelligent young lady. If I had noticed her driving the very chairman of Shining House Holdings, I would have tried to make everything go smoothly. That's not the problem.
Seems like you don't understand the essence of the problem, Father.
But that stinky-looking, dirty-looking,
Huh? Stinky looking?
that came out wrong.
Oh, sure, that came out wrong. You just said your truest thoughts.
But a slip of the tongue.
That rust bucket, as you claim it, is a present from my late father and mother, who bought it for me as a coming-of-age gift. Whether it's a big scar or a small scar, it's all proof of the memories I have of them. I will not forgive anyone who says bad things about that car, no matter who it is.
I sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart for my extremely rude behavior.
I don't feel like forgiving because I can't see that heart of yours. I'm freaking pissed over here. As for me saying civil engineering workers, I must say it was merely a quick reflex. After all, for Helen's job, there isn't even a single person who wants to do it, right? There are! So many want to.
Real estate is a business only existing because construction workers build houses and condominiums.
For someone over 50 with a good grasp of society to not understand this?
Haven't we had enough of this? We'll let you get married too.
Enough patronizing!
Thompson, the language.
Let's forget all about this.
I don't need your damn permission anymore. Or rather, you don't have the qualifications to have any say in other people's lives and career paths.
Forgetting all about it is an act of mercy done by the victims to forgive their perpetrators, you see. I suppose you could say I was not being serious. You people have no sense of shame. I shall consider you as criticizing us yet again. Ugh! No! Please!
Please forgive us. Forgive us. I will never look down on occupations again. The only thing that ought to be looked down upon is me as a human being. Should the support of Chairman Blackchapel be all cancelled, I will be held responsible for it and I will be finished.
I'm quite literally only what you did to your own son not 10 minutes ago.
Excuse me?
You told Alan that if he didn't break up with Helen, you'd stop funding him, did you not?
No, because that was...
How is it different, There's no difference.
If you can do it yourself, it means other people can do it to you too.
I can hurt other people if I wish, but I will not forgive those who hurt me. It's not a convenient world, Thompson.
If you say that, ma'am, wouldn't you also be of the same humanity as I, Mrs. Blackchapel?
That's right. Would your own grandchild be proud of you by doing something as such? Of course, I'm not proud of myself in the slightest. This body will eventually decay away, but if it's for the sake of my lovely grandchild, I would willingly become a monster. Worse yet, a demon. Y'all go to hell first and wait for me there, okay? At that time, I might be able to listen to your story a little.
It'll be too late by then. Too late!
Truly, you misunderstand. To be exact, we weren't looking down upon dear Helen, but when I saw her step out of that car, I believed it to be her company car, one that her workplace gives her, and not her. That's no better than dissing yours truly. Perhaps the previous owners were driving it wrong. Anyway, you are a wonderful person, dear Helen, and no matter what kind of car you're driving, it just shines so brightly. And I freaking told you it was a memento of my parents.
The hell do you mean, no matter what kind of car she's driving? In that case, wouldn't it be strange if they didn't acknowledge Helen from the beginning? Because the car arrived in such a dilapidated condition. I'd never seen such a rust bucket before. After all, I am the managing director of a successful real estate company in the area, you see. A regular car? Are you provoking me? I get irritated and, well, Mr. President also told me to fight hard against things that I don't agree with. I never meant for you to despise or belittle our clients, or anyone in general. What about my discourse did you understand?
And, President Morrison, if you don't properly educate our employees, you will not be able to get away with such losses of $20 million anytime soon, you see?
I will keep this in mind and impose some kind of penalty on myself as well.
No, that won't be necessary. I only need you to use your leadership skills to ensure that no one will ever feel as uncomfortable as we did today.
As you say, I will do my best to do so.
Well then, Helen, Alan, my dears, shall we go this time around? Sure.
Of course.
Who would have thought my own grandma would have such a scary side to her like this? At the same time as her gentle kindness, there exists a cold harshness. Because she can do that so well, she can serve as the chairman of Shining House Holdings, a huge organization that can compete on equal footing with the rest of the world.
I think I cherish Helen, for multiple reasons. This is a type of person one should never make an enemy of.
This is cruel! Why isn't there a way out?
We're apologizing so much because we want to save ourselves.
A second chance for me, please! A second chance!
I will not condescend to regular cars. In the end, Maximilian and Mirabelle cried like spoiled children. But we would not wait for more excuses, nor forgive them, nor overlook their acts of cruelty. By the way, thanks to the efforts of President Morrison of Tiger Cat Real Estate, the construction projects and investment would go as planned.
The sky was with me.
Mr. Thompson was thrown out of Tiger Cat Real Estate and became unemployed, and his life entered a very hard mode of searching for re-employment after the age of 50. Similarly, Mirabelle has a similar destiny. In the end, no company would hire them as regular employees, and the two of them are currently making ends meet by working part-time jobs at harsh construction sites, where people can be hired just by writing their names.
How stupid of me! Why didn't I notice this before it happened?
It's your fault, I say! If only you had some common sense, we wouldn't have to go through all this trouble. A useless person who never regrets. This is a typical example of how sweat unshed when they were young turned into tears shed once they got older. On the other hand, I am married to Alan now. Grandma seems to have taken quite a liking to my husband, quite a lot, and she fully supports him in his business now. I am the master at home. My grandmother is the master at work. Mom and Dad in heaven, please watch over me and my family. Trouble Busters!